I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Links is a car.
How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Box Talk. Ade is back from his armed guard escorts in Nigeria.
I am back, people, alive and kicking.
And it's time to talk some real boxing.
Yes, it is.
Let's start with this week's fights. Yep. I'm going to start with Friday night, and I'm going to start with Danny Jacobs versus Caleb Truax. Danny Jacobs, to me, looks like a very, very talented fighter. He's athletic, he's fast, got a little pop, can fight on the inside, fight on the outside, seems
fight
relaxed.
On the inside?
Inside, outside,
okay.
Looks relaxed, everything's good about him.
Yeah.
I can't see him being world champions though. Is it the Prochka loss, or when he got tagged in the 12th round, 11th round, and he looked a little bit shaky for a second? What's wrong with Danny Jacobs? Why can someone look so talented? You can't fault his boxing technique.
Yeah.
You can't fault anything he's done in the ring that entire fight, really. But you can't. I find it hard to see him being a champion. I don't know what's wrong.
I find it hard to see him being a legitimate champion, and I mean a marquee type champion in today's boxing world with bloody ridiculous amount of belts.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about an international belt or a regular belt, but of all the belts there is, I can see him maybe grabbing one of those ones. Look, Sam Solomon had one. Yeah. Jermaine Taylor had one. Do you know what I mean? So there's chances there, but in terms of him being what you'd recognise and say that's the champion, I agree with you. No, that time's gone. I don't know if it's the cancer, but it was before the cancer for me. It was that loss that he had to
Prochka.
Was it Prochka?
No, not Prochka. The other Russian.
And he's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name. We'll put his name onto the bottom. Yeah. But that loss there kind of derailed him, and it's derailed him where he has come back well, but having to come back from that loss and having to then come back from cancer, it's a big ask. Come back from cancer.
Talking about champions and let's say weak champions, Badou Jack.
We got stick for this one, boy.
Beats. We of course got stick for it. Beats.
But we got stick for it because we don't sit on fences.
No, we don't sit on fences.
We don't sit on fences. So either way, someone's gonna get. You know, you look at our record though. Our record says we pick more winners than losers.
Yeah. Okay.
You have anyway.
I've got called a hater for this one.
Did you?
Yeah. Cause I said I've reported to a comment. I said something on the lines of that. As much as you have to give Jack credit for winning the fight, I don't think he's all that still. I think Dirrell gave the fight away. And even though yes, you give someone credit for winning the fight, I find it hard to rank him as a top 10 super middleweight, regardless of a title. Oh yeah,
he's got a title. He's definitely, to me, again, we might get stick, but he's just on the fringe of that top 10 for me.
Yeah, he's not.
They say some fighters take it lightly. Yeah. I don't know if we took it lightly and maybe Dirrell took it lightly, because sometimes you could imagine that happening, because look, it was a voluntary and he probably thought, why not before I fight Groves? But it just didn't look like Andy Dirrell. It
did not at all. I'll tell you what happened here's what I think's happened, honestly and truly. Just like us, Dirrell looked up and said, look, this guy got knocked out in one round a couple fights ago, and he was saying tweets and Mr. I'm going to rock his chin so bad, I'm going to do so much to him. And he went out there and he kind of stood his ground and said, I'm going to hit him with some hard shots. Hit him with some hard shots for 2 rounds, and he didn't go nowhere. Then he had no plan B, no plan C, and he gave the fight away. But that's not Badou Jack's fault. Badou Jack went in there, stayed composed, fought and won the fight. But look at Badou Jack's overall skill set in that fight. I didn't see nothing in there to be excited about.
No, and George Groves didn't either. Yeah. And if you're George Groves right now, you're thinking, yes. And that's, again, no disrespect to Badou Jack, but George Groves, I thought Anthony Dirrell was a very tough fight for George Groves. Yeah. Badou Jack, I'm thinking,
I think Groves got this fight.
Groves got this. I genuinely believe Groves has got this. I could be wrong again, but we don't sit on fences. I think Groves has got this.
I think Groves is actually very, like you said, happy and like over the moon. Like, guess what? I've got a guaranteed world title now. Yeah. Ooh. No, because I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this right. I'm telling you this right now. Yeah, I'm telling you right. The Anthony Dirrell that lost and Anthony that fought Beaker and fought his fights before were 2 different fighters. He had no motivation, no desire. That's down to Dirrell. Just blame him. Can't blame no one else. But Badou Jack, look at all his fights. Look at how he's won, how he's progressed. Yes, you can see improvements. That I'm trying to say, but I don't see a complete fighter. I don't see a legit. I don't see a world champion that is top 2, top 3 in division. Okay, let's go with Klitschko Jennings.
You know, stats for this fight are pathetic. They're awful in terms of punches thrown and punches landed. I'm not joking. They could be a Pacquiao 1 round. I think Pacquiao throws more punches in a whole round than these guys did in the 12 rounds. I'll go very quick. I'm just gonna say one. Brian Jennings is getting hell hell of a lot of praise for a loss, by the way.
A loss that he maybe won 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
I'll give him 3 rounds. Yeah. 3 rounds out of 12 against an aging, and it did look like an aging Klitschko in there, by the way, at times. But is he getting props because he lasted the 12? Is this what it is?
I can understand the effort when they're saying that he overachieved. We both said, and I think every boxing
pundit, he's going to
get smoked in 5 or 6 quite comfortably. And that's what we all thought, we all believed.
Big ass cup, right?
Yeah, I like big cups.
So many jokes there.
Yeah, he got credit for actually going the distance. But in saying that at the same time, Klitschko did look. He admitted himself he was his best performance. Jennings did move and dart in and out and everything. But what I want to touch on right now again, and yes, it wasn't the best one from Vladimir. People say I'm a Vladimir fan. It's not I'm a Vladimir fan. I respect what he's done and how he's done it. But you know, I hate every time there's a Vladimir fight and they go, he's so boring. His fights are rubbish. Him. There's 2 guys in the ring. Yeah, and like I'm looking at it like this, where you're 6'6" and you fight tall. Guys duck under your jab and come into you. Yes, you might hold them longer, but they also initiate the clinching as well.
Yeah.
There's 2 guys fighting there. You can't blame all this. Give Jennings all the praise. He done so well. He done so good. Then give Klitschko all the slack. When Klitschko won the fight dominantly, and Jennings lost.
Yeah, I find it very confusing.
Yeah, you've got to be a little fair, a little balanced with it.
Yeah, I mean, Klitschko's the champion. If I'm Jennings, I'm thinking I want to do every single thing possible to beat the champion. Klitschko doesn't have to do anything. No, he's the champion. I mean, he's a multi-millionaire. He's 38. He's won every single belt you could win. He doesn't need to chase this. Yeah, Jennings is the one that isn't a multi-millionaire. Jennings is the one that isn't a champion. Jennings needs to chase it. I mean, look, I can count on one hand. I can count on 2 fingers in the last 10 years how many exciting Mayweather fights I've had. Yeah. Or I've watched one. Oh my god, that's an amazing fight. Canelo and maybe Gatti. Cotto fight was okay as well. Yeah, Cotto. Do you know what I mean? That's it really. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So they got to look at it both sides sometimes. I think maybe it's Klitschko's demeanour outside the ring that people seem to dislike him for. He's kind of got that robotic thing about him, which is really Vitaly. Yeah. But they just give Vladimir so much stick. I tell you what. Moving on, obviously he said Tyson Fury is going to be his mandatory. Yeah. He's happy to take it on.
I tell you what, right now.
Should we move into the news on that one?
Yeah, that's it. But let's go to news right now. Yeah, let's stick with this year with Tyson Fury. Yeah. Tyson Fury said he wants Vladimir. I'll tell you this right now. I said before, wherever these press conferences are going to be there, Tyson Fury brings Vladimir. Okay, I already think that Vladimir will be every heavyweight in the world. Yeah. But Tyson Fury brings elements in Vladimir that we need to see. Yeah. As much as I think Vladimir is a great fighter, I want to see him someone who's bigger than him. Yeah. Who's as athletic. Vladimir is so, for a guy 39 years old and that big, he is so athletic. See him spanning around Jennings so many different times and just moves around the ring. Fury could do that as well. Yeah.
Yes, he can.
Yeah. Fury's
not body beautiful, but he's very athletic, by the way.
Very athletic.
I've never seen him struggle at going the 12.
No, he hasn't struggled. Fury's problem in this fight is his technical ability. You know what I'm trying to say? And with Vladimir, is very, very sharp and stuff like that. And Fury ain't. But yeah, bring the fight on. Bring the fight on now.
I can't wait. And you know, I have to give props to Vladimir to say, you know what, that's my mandatory. Yeah. I'm taking it. Yeah, no problem. We can do it in Germany or Europe. And that's refreshing to hear. Yeah. Because look, there's been problems in the negotiations. We know that there's been some stalling either side. On Vladimir's side, where we've spoken to Frank Warren. He's kind of said we're waiting to hear from Vladimir's camp. And I think it's refreshing to hear the champion, who is the man in the camp, say, you know what, we're gonna have that fight. And the Fury must have gone like ching. Because Vladimir doesn't rarely pulls out injured. It happens now and again, but rarely pulls out. That fight has to go down in Wembley. Frank Warren definitely has to seal it. I can't wait to speak to him at the next presser. Yeah. That fight has to go down at Wembley. That's a sellout.
Tyson Fury ain't smiling.
He smashes that thing. Yeah. I like this now. You know what? We say that. He's done that with people that he almost knows he can get away with it. I don't know if he's going to do that when Vitaly is standing right next to his brother Vladimir. We'll see how those guys get down. You know what I mean? No? Because we saw what they did.
Wait. Can you imagine this though? Fury is about 6'4", 6'5", with Tyson Fury side by side. Yeah. With Vladimir and Vitaly side by side.
No competition.
Oh my gosh.
No competition. I know the side I want in the fight. I'm taking the Klitschko side of that one. Yes.
Shannon Briggs.
Yeah.
Rain, sleet or snow, and wherever he goes, he has no t-shirt.
He doesn't.
Does he just walk around with no t-shirt everywhere he goes?
I don't get it now.
I just seriously.
Before I thought, okay, he's obviously showing that he's in shape. Yeah. And he obviously is still in shape. Yeah. But put a t-shirt on.
No, put a t-shirt on.
Most heavyweights right now look in shape. So you're not doing anything to out, especially Deontay Wilder, who's always in shape. Yeah. You're not going to scare him. But I don't know.
Okay. I want to get some stick for this, yeah? But to tell you what, Deontay Wilder had a hand injury, broke his hand or fractured his hand, and he's been cleared to fight and he's coming back in June. Yeah. And don't give him a nice little warm-up fight. Shannon Briggs. No. Listen, they both want Vladimir, and this is a fight. No. Okay. Think about it publicity-wise. Okay. Vitaly didn't knock out Shannon. Oh. We all know Shannon's a tough dude. Yeah. No, I mean,
Joshua did knock out Andy Johnson.
No, I'm just saying that Shannon can hold his own. Yeah. Deontay Wilder. Shannon can hold his own. Come on now, Shannon Briggs can't hold his own.
I don't know what Shannon Briggs you're talking about. You're talking about Shannon Briggs of 5 years ago, or Shannon Briggs that's fighting guys. Deontay
Wilder wants a easy fight, a name that he can put in his record because he wants to wait for the Vladimir or the Tyson Fury shot, whatever down the line. And we don't know about Deontay Wilder's chin.
Okay, so
throw them together.
Okay, if Shannon Briggs didn't do this "Let's Go" champ thing, would you say this?
No.
Okay.
But in saying that, though, Shannon Briggs has fought about 5 or 6 times in the past 6 months, 7 months. And maybe he gets nobodies, but he's actually currently active.
You're a boxing connoisseur. Name me one of them.
He's currently active.
Alright, let's get to some news. What else you got?
Okay, sticking with the news of Tyson Fury. Yeah. Did you see Tyson Fury tweet about David Haye? I have to actually copy the tweet and write it down, yeah? Okay. This is Tyson Fury's tweet. The biggest shithouse in combat sports is at Mr. David Haye. Proper pussy, soft as shit, no balls, hashtag shithouse. Hashtag clap, 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 clap.
Interesting. You know what's more interesting about that?
Yeah.
When was that done? Was that done after the Vladimir fight?
No, that was done last week, Wednesday.
Okay,
Tuesday.
so you hadn't Vladimir. Okay, interesting.
Okay. Cool. Now, the reason why I find it interesting is that obviously we all heard talks about Tyson Fury, about Haye coming back, Haye coming back, but no fight's been signed. Those had the fight signed twice and the fight's been pulled off. They both said they won't fight each other again. I just thought, why out of the blue, while you're waiting for a fight, why would you tweet that to David Haye and hashtag David Haye into it?
Because we're not privy to know what Tyson Fury has been paid for his last 3 or 4 fights. Yeah. We especially didn't know what he was going to get paid for the David Haye fight. I mean, that was all pretty much signed. So that David Haye fight must have been like that.
Yeah, of course it was.
And if David Haye's even whispering,
and it was pay-per-view.
It's pay-per-view, and it still would be. Yeah. And if David Haye's whispering that he is coming back, and he's done an interview with Quigg and Cassius saying, "I'm definitely coming back." Yeah. I think Tyson Fury rightly trying to say I should be top of the queue. Yeah. I want that money. That's what I'm trying. And I think that's where he's something. David Haye's released something saying he's definitely want to fight again. Isn't it?
You can insult someone any way you like, but that was a serious insult. And what I'm saying is that looking at it from David Haye's coming back, David Haye's put a lot of releases and a lot of interviews out, and Fury's still waiting for the Vladimir shot down the line, not too sure. Setting that fight up now, especially a fight that Fury thinks is not even Fury thinks, remember we spoke to him, he said it's not even a fair fight.
That's ridiculous, it definitely is.
No, that's what I mean. He thinks this is a simple walk in the park. He's thinking, go out there, knock out Haye, make some money, move forward. Sticking with David Haye for a second. David Haye said, again, another release this week, I think around Wednesday as well, that
this will happen when I was in Nigeria.
Yeah, that he said that he should fight Deontay Wilder in Vegas for the title.
Okay.
And I thought,
let's move on, please.
You haven't even had a fight yet. What are you talking about, Deontay Wilder?
I'm not even giving that a 10-second.
I don't get it.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, fight contracts. There was an article this week that obviously the contract for Mayweather Pacquiao ain't been signed yet.
Didn't get that. Didn't understand it. I actually tweeted that in Nigeria. But I tweeted that in Nigeria. And
I was going to clarify exactly with people exactly what goes on with fight contracts. That everyone assumes that once a fight is announced that you sign the contract straight away.
Nope.
Nah, normally fighters sign the contract the week of the fight.
Yeah, negotiations first, all the way up until ticket sales for these guys, for example. Yeah. Then you sign the contract. So this is norm, by the way.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of people would have thought that this is the norm. This is how it works.
Exactly. So want to clarify,
especially for big fights.
Especially to clarify, when you got new sponsors, new promoters, new sponsors getting involved. People doing ads and everything. Fighters, especially like Mayweather, get percentage of these type of things. Yeah. And they want to cut the overall revenue. Yeah. So they mostly want to sign a contract. They've agreed verbally, mostly signed an agreement to fight on this date. Yeah. But the actual contract with their overall money, their figures, and what they're entitled to.
A week before, normally.
Yeah, a week before, even up to 5 days before sometimes.
Yeah. You're right. New sponsors are jumping on every single second. And if you sign a contract, guys, think about it. You sign a contract before all these massive multi-million dollar sponsors are coming up. You ain't getting none of that money. That's going straight to your promoter. So you want to wait.
And it's Kenny Bailey says referee for Mayweather Pacquiao. People are saying it's bad for Pacquiao and good for Mayweather.
Not really, because Pacquiao doesn't grab and hold.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think it's bad for Pacquiao. I understand. I saw people say that, and I get it if it was one of the Ricky Hatton type fighters, or even as a Provodnikov, Matisse, guys that want to bang on the inside and hold, you know what?
Yeah.
Pacquiao doesn't really do that anyway.
No.
So it doesn't really affect Pacquiao too much, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it affects it too much, anything, but I thought it was a good element where people were saying that, oh, he favours Mayweather and he does in that, and I thought, well, that's kind of BS. But then I thought, let's be honest, if you had a referee that was going to work against you when you go for the knockout,
yeah.
So it could work both ways.
Yeah,
I think it could really balance out to confirm.
Hope Pacquiao, because Roach released a statement saying that he thinks Pacquiao could win on points anyway.
Yeah.
Hope Pacquiao's not going to try and outbox and go for points. Pacquiao's got to turn into mean Pacquiao.
No, he hasn't got to turn into mean Pacquiao. Roach said, don't be surprised if Pacquiao wins every single round.
Why is Mayweather looking stronger and Pacquiao's looking weaker? Mayweather's grown traps. Mayweather's grown traps and bite triceps. I ain't seen before. And Pacquiao looks like he's not ate for a week.
I thought Pacquiao looked quite in good shape with the picture I saw.
Alex Ariza.
See, let's go what you started with. Paul Smith versus Andre Ward. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's an alright fight.
What?
I think it's an alright fight. I'll tell you why it's an alright fight.
Go on, please, you better hurry up on this.
Paul Smith is active, yeah? He's fighting at world class. Regardless if he lost 2 fights in a row to Abrahams, I'm trying to say, for someone that's been inactive, like Andre Ward, let's be fair, 1 fight in 3 years.
Yeah.
He's fighting a guy that's around the top 10ish now as a comeback fight.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair enough fight.
Okay.
What I don't agree with though.
Sorry, no, you had your couple.
Go on, it's a catch weight.
You've had your couple weights. So Andre Ward fighting Paul Smith, and again, Paul Smith fan here, by the way, people. So I'm not having a Paul Smith. He gets that knock on the door, you take it. Andre Ward fighting someone that's not beating anyone. You name me one person of any note that Paul Smith's beaten.
No.
Sorry. No, if you're the pound for pound number 2, even if you've had your little break, if you're pound for pound number 2, you fight someone that on their record hasn't beaten anyone of note. Yet you call him a pound for pound top 10 because he hanged with Abraham. Is that why you're giving him that title?
No, not.
And you don't want to give
He's around the top 10 ranking.
And you don't want to give Badou Jack the top 10.
I reckon they're about the same league.
Badou Jack, who beat a legitimate world champion.
I reckon they're about the same league. They're both around the top 10. I.e., they both be ranked within the top 15.
He lost his last 2 fights.
They both be ranked in the top 15.
Smoked by George Groves, smoked by Dirrell. Lost his even Abraham kind of, let's be honest, in the last fight, we even said Abraham turned it up on him.
Yeah.
Abraham, who I think is, you even said at best, gone.
Okay. So who should Andre Ward fight in his first fight coming back after basically a 3-year layoff?
He's not had a 3-year layoff.
He's had 1 fight in 3 years.
So he's not had a 3-year layoff.
Yeah, when was his last fight?
It would be 18 months ago.
18 months ago. 19 months ago.
No,
it's 1 fight. It's a fight to get yourself back into shape.
Even Ricky Hatton, and this is no disrespect, Ricky Hatton on his comeback fight after 3 years out, blowing up to nearly our size, fought I can't remember his name, Shanchenko, I can't remember his name, who was a world title
a few months before. No,
I mean, look what happened.
Yeah, and look what happened in that fight.
Yeah, but no, no disrespect. That's Ricky Hatton. We're talking about Andre Ward here.
I'm saying that. Being fair, do I think it's a great fight? No, I'm just saying though, for a guy coming back into it, fighting a current fight who just fought for the world title is a good fight in terms of that.
It might be hearsay. This guy, remember, Andre Ward. It might be hearsay, but Andre Ward was a month ago calling that Carl Froch.
No, he said he'll fight Carl Froch. Yeah.
You don't go from I'll fight Carl Froch and Nottingham now, Carl. Pick up the phone to let's get Paul Smith.
Remember, I think that was before the Rock Nation contract was signed and he was offered money.
Yeah.
He had no money beforehand.
I just expect to go Rock Nation. I expect a big name, and then you do it at catch weight as well.
Catch weight is what I don't like about it.
What's the catch weight? Higher or low?
Higher, 172.
Go pick.
Yeah, and the reason why.
I'm out of it, guys. I'm out of it.
Now,
I come all the way back from Nigeria for this. So you can't fight a guy at 175.
Listen, the catch weight is my problem. If you're the champ at one, I think it's a mistake for Rock Nation and BET. If you're the champion at 168, the undisputed champion, and you're gonna come on TV and say you're a world champion, defend your title. Quick with Frampton, Quigg again.
Okay, what's going on there?
Just quickly. So obviously, last week I mentioned that how.
You did alright last week, didn't you, without me? Yeah, you had to show yourself, didn't you? Eh? I think you can do this yourself, can't you?
I did do it myself.
You done alright, player. You done alright.
Last week I mentioned that Matchroom and Quigg were throwing out names who they're going to have to fight.
Yeah, I like that. The air came from nowhere.
Yeah, the air came from nowhere.
Just trying to hype up of it.
Yeah, and just like when they said Rigo was going to come over, then a week after Rigo said no.
Yeah.
The nurse said no.
Yeah.
I've heard about this. No contract's been signed. No contact with anything. If you want to fight me, send me a deal.
Yeah.
I strictly believe now Matchroom threw out those names strictly to force Frampton into fighting him.
Makes sense.
Yeah?
Makes sense.
But now, on the flip side...
There's no one to fight.
There's no one to fight.
Yeah.
And Frampton Quigg is off.
Yeah.
Barry McGuigan released a statement saying that they were trying to make the fight, everything was going well until Eddie Hearn said, we'll make you an offer, and it went downhill from there.
Yeah.
And for guys that understand what it means, we make you an offer, that means we're not negotiating. It means I'm going to tell you, here's what we're offering you, and you make them say yes or no. Where what Barry McGuigan wanted was a negotiation process. Making an offer means cutting me out of the process.
It's a tough one because I don't know too much about it, if I'm honest with you. There's so many people have released so many different statements. Barry McGuigan said this, Eddie Hearn's come out vocally, verbally, whatever, and said he's part. Barry Hearn, we interviewed him, yeah. He said he's part. Carl Frampton saying he's part. Scott Quigg. It seems like every 5 people in the negotiation table are all saying different kind of things. There's ITV, there's Sky. If it doesn't go down, it's a shame. It affects Quigg more than Frampton, I think, because we're still waiting for Quigg, if you like to fight, if you like the marquee names.
It's not a good move.
It'll be very, very interesting to see who Quigg fights next.
Yeah, I'm very interested.
No one ain't taking no Paul Smith warm-up.
And I don't want to see Kiko Martinez.
Oh.
So they mentioned it already. I'm like, I don't want to see it. Why? Because we always saw family dance to him. It proves nothing.
Yeah, we saw him fight Rendell Monroe a couple of years back. Rendell Monroe beat him 4 or 5 years ago.
It proves nothing.
Yeah.
Mayweather confirms, regardless win or lose, his last fight is September.
Good.
Which takes out Amir Khan.
Yeah.
So Amir Khan does not get the Mayweather fight.
Yeah.
In hindsight now, should Amir Khan took the Brook fight the day after his fight?
No. Still don't think Amir Khan doesn't need it as much as Brook needs it yet. Don't kill me, people. Don't say stuff about me or my family. But I just feel like Amir Khan doesn't necessarily need it. Look, that fight can wait. I remember I did say that I kind of want a huge build-up. Look at Mayweather Pacquiao. Yeah. I'm not comparing the two because it's no different, but we've had to wait 5 years for that. And even though we thought it weren't going to happen, we said, me and you've been on and said, we're not going to watch it. We're not going to watch it. We're not that interested. We can't wait till Saturday. It's coming.
Right here.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Pacquiao's lost. So it doesn't even mean if anyone, Brook or Pacquiao's lost has been knocked out. Mayweather's not looked great, but we still can't wait. Sometimes you don't have to just, when 2 guys get in the same weight class, fight. Yeah. You can have a bit of build. 2016 won't be that bad.
No, it's just that rumours of Miguel Cotto trying to offer step aside money to GGG so that obviously WC's made it mandatory that obviously if GGG wins this fight against Monroe, he fights Cotto next. They want the fight. Cotto's team were already trying to circumvent that by offering step aside money. True or false?
True.
You think so?
Cotto doesn't want any part of him. Who's the biggest fan of Cotto?
Yeah, you are.
Biggest fan of Cotto. Look, I saw a Cotto interview the other day. I think might have been with Michelle Joy Phelps. No, it wasn't. Someone else. Boxing Voice. Something anyway. One of the sites. And he said, and he's starting to say this a lot now, and it's irritating me a bit. Like, I had to wait my time.
Yeah, I'm the A side. I'm the A side for me.
And you know what? I don't like that.
Yeah.
Even Mayweather and Pacquiao don't really say that much. He said it against Martinez, didn't like it.
He feels that he's been hard done by in the Mayweather fights, in the Pacquiao fight,
those 2 fights. Even
the Martinez fight. He said, "Look, I'm the draw now. I'm stepping my feet down." He feels hard done by.
Yeah, I had to wait my time for those big fights. But the thing I think Cotto forgets is that even without Mayweather and Pacquiao, he still had big fights. Yeah. GGG is struggling to have a big fight now. You're the mandatory. You've jumped up to his weight class. He's not come down to you. You jumped up to his.
And you got the big belt.
Sorry.
So I tell you the problem. Not the problem I have with it. I find it very hard to see Cotto ducking anyone. So as much as I understand your point that he doesn't want to fight GGG, GGG's got a fight coming up with Monroe shortly. Yeah. Cotto's got Gil coming up. Why will Cotto
do that video?
Why will Cotto be planning already how to circumvent GGG? I don't get it. I think like I said, a lot of promoters, a lot of people put statements out to try to influence people's public opinion. I think that sounds like a public opinion thing. I don't believe Cotto will do that as of now. Maybe when the fight came up, but he's already in training camp for Gil.
You know what it is? Well, I think we've got to forget, and I think we do forget sometimes. This is Cotto now, who is 35, going to be 36 very soon. It's like Carl Froch. Carl Froch done an interview recently about Andre. Don't want to fight him, I'd lose. Yeah. It's no point fighting him, I'd lose. And there's the honesty about it. And Carl Froch is the kind of person as well. A couple of years ago, Carl Froch ducked no human being. And he's almost admitted that, why fight him, I'd lose. And I think Cotto looks at that GGG fight and thinks, don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't want to say he quit against Margarita because I hate that. The first Margarita fight. He knows when it's a tough fight. I just don't think he wants that.
No, he's been through. He understands. I'll call it a waste of time. WBC has reset the purse bids that Capital were already pulled out of and explained the reason why. Again, for end of May. Why set up a purse bid knowing that they rejected the purse bid and reached the contract? I smell some influence from Al Heyman.
Yeah, he's number one in boxing right now.
That's the first
Al Heyman mention. Well done. You normally start with Al Heyman all the time.
Did you know Al Heyman news this week?
Okay.
Hey, when you control boxing, the law is about you. But if you already made an agreement that I'm not going to fight you next week, why would you reissue it again the week after?
Sorry to cut you on this. Not trying to cut you, Racing.
Yeah.
Not trying. I think you've probably touched on it already. Because I was away, as you know, guys, Nigeria, enjoying myself, high life, drinking, ladies, everything. But I saw a couple of statements under your video and a couple of tweets saying Kovalev is ducking Stevens.
Yeah, I know.
Did you address it?
Yeah, of course I addressed it.
Cool.
I went right through that straight away.
What human being would believe Sergey Kovalev would duck Adonis Stevenson?
Did you see the statement? Did you see the offer Kathy Duva sent to Von Mitchell?
No.
Yeah? She rejected it and said the reason why, then done a statement of a 50-50 deal on HBO, all the terms and conditions, everything, huge money, everything was done except the figures basically. Yeah? But projected figures.
Yeah.
And then Von Mitchell said, no, we didn't take this contract, it's rubbish. Because obviously, whatever.
Come on.
Yeah? Kaylee Maloney signs Gary Cornish and Tony Jones. He/she is back in boxing.
She has a bit of respect.
I'm not trying to be rude.
He/she.
I'm not trying.
She. That's why you didn't say.
Okay. So shall I say she's back in boxing? She wasn't in boxing previously. He was in boxing.
Back in boxing.
He was back in boxing previously. She's not back. He is back.
Well, she's a woman now.
Yeah. So
she's a woman now.
That is not being sexist or being rude. I'm saying that previously it was him.
Gary Cornish.
So he's back. Yeah.
Biggish name is son. He likes his heavyweights.
Yeah, he does.
He likes his big boys, doesn't he?
Moving on. Last thing I'm gonna say. I tweeted this midweek. Did anyone see Nigel Benn on the pads with Ricky Hatton?
I did.
Nigel Benn could be a world champion right now at 50 years old. He looks so impressive.
Nigel Benn.
Speed.
I'd love to see a price
power.
And get Nigel Benn in there. How good did he look though?
Speed and
power. Is he over here permanently? I know his son is training with Ketton to try to go to the Olympics in Rio.
What? I need to make a phone call tonight and find out if he's over here.
Wherever he is.
No, you know got the contact already.
Yeah. Have you got contact for Nigel? You're not. Wait,
Who do you think?
Nigel Benn?
Just want to shout it out on tape.
No, I'm joking. I don't know. You have to tell me after.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
That is it.
All right, there you go, guys.
What? This week's fights.
What's going on this week?
I'm not sure.
There's no fights this week.
It's time for Mayweather Pacquiao.
Seriously, people, are you excited or are you just? It's just this. Are you not entertained? No, honestly, I can't wait,
guys.
I don't think it's gonna happen until they get in the ring.
Guys, please check Instagram all night. There'll be videos and messages from me, Ade, and a bunch of people. Fight night. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Loads are going on. I don't normally tweet or message in fights, but this one I'm making an exception.
He doesn't know how to tweet. Do you know how to tweet?
I'm not saying nothing.
But no, Ryan's right. There's gonna be so much build up. We've got a video. I think we're gonna put this up tonight, so that's Monday, guys. But we're gonna have a couple of videos. Hopefully Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe some even more Thursday, Friday. We're gonna try and build up. I know you're getting so much Mayweather Pacquiao stuff from everywhere, but we give it to you raw. We don't think, we can't say that. We say it.
Tell the truth, son.
Yeah, we get sued. We've got a couple of lawyers now. But there you go, guys. This week in boxing, as Ryan said, May the 2nd, it goes down. Pacquiao Mayweather, biggest fight of all time, guaranteed financially.
Revenue, yeah.
And I'm expecting something a bit special.
Yeah, kind of.
What was your predictions?
Mayweather by close decision.
And what did I say? Mayweather easy.
Easy, yeah.
Can I change right now? Mayweather by close decision.
Yeah.
Because Pacquiao's looking like a monster as well.
I
don't think there's any control there.
I was at work. I got a colleague at work who used to box as well. And
he talks a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Does he watch our videos? I'll cut that out.
Keep it for a joke.
Yeah.
Keep it. But we were talking about it today, and just the elements of different sides of going back and forth. There's a lot.
The names they both have on their resume and they're ticking off. Whoever ticks off the other one is a bloody big boy.
Their resume or their hit list is a Hall of Fame list.
Yeah, you're gonna have world champions of multi-world champions of what in there. But no, I can't wait. I hope Mayweather just doesn't come to the ring with Rick Ross or Pacquiao.
No, just don't come with Justin. Just don't come with Justin Bieber. Just don't come with Justin Bieber, please. Yeah. I mean, and Pacquiao, bring back Batista and bloody
If Pacquiao brings back Batista and The Rock,
bring Batista and The Rock and bring Michael Moore back.
Yeah, that'd be quite good. Yeah. Alright, there you go, guys. That's this week in boxing. Ryan done well by himself, but I'm back now. So the A team is back. Wait, why did that little laugh? I thought I was gonna say something like I'm back, so I run it.
No, when you said the A team, you're talking about me. You're the B team.
What do you think it's Cotto Pacquiao negotiations or something? What do you think this is?
There's no negotiation.
Guys, I'm back. Don't worry. I saw your tweet saying, "Where's the big man?" I'm back. Stop it. You can stop crying. I'm back. Peace.